Hey guys, Jaws of Short Reviews here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Legacy Core Class Skywarp. So, here he is in his, little jet mode thing. Obviously, he is a jet, but it's a tiny little jet and stuff like that, but hey, still jet nonetheless. So, yeah, here he is, and as you can tell, this is a pretty much a heavy retool from the, or heavy redeco, I should say, not retool, redeco of the Kingdom Core Class Starscream that was released, I believe, last year, yeah, about a year ago around now. That was fast, but yeah, here we are. So, yeah, a couple months ago, obviously Hasbro revealed the core class figures for Legacy, which they revealed Iguanus and Skywarp, and then of course they're also re-releasing the Kingdom core class Hot Rod, which I didn't get in Kingdom, but I did get here in the Legacy, and I do have Iguanus, so I do have the whole core class wave. So, and I'm going to be reviewing it for you guys. So yeah, along with the other Legacy figures that I'm able to get because not all the figures have popped up at my stores yet. But yeah. But anyways, so as you can see, we finally got a core class Skywarp, and you know what? I'm super pleased. But there's some little minor critiques, that I have with the figure, and not, I mean, technically not the figure itself, more with the accessories. But we'll get into it a bit. I think you guys already know, but I just want to give my own take on it. But starting off here, let's take a look at the details here. You can see very nice. Like, I really like how like that purple, like how dark it is, and just kind of still manages to blend in, and the silver there. And you got a nice kind of orangish yellow for the cockpit area, and then purple for the feet, and then tail fins. And on the back, just a odd looking robot right here. And you got feet, arms, and chests are like twisted downwards, and then technically visible head syndrome, yeah. But yeah. At least it's flipped over and stuff like that. So yeah, and well, this is definitely visible. His hands on either side. So yeah, that may bug some people. It doesn't bug me all that much, considering this is only $10. So yeah, what are you gonna do? As you can see, yeah, not much really else to say, but yeah, it's Skywarp as a small figure, and honestly, again, I do quite dig the small. Like I said in my Starscream review, quite like that figure. Is quite pleased with it, and I'm so glad they made Skywarp. Like, the one thing I hope Hasbro does is they make Thundercracker. If they make Thundercracker, then boom, all right, we're good to go. And if they make the Coneheads, that'd be like, oh yeah, because I don't think I have the Voyager ones now, because they're all exclusives, of course. So yeah, that's great. Yeah. But anyways, at least Hasbro isn't doing that as much now for a lot of the more well-known characters. Seems like they're trying to keep it more, towards the obscure characters, which is basically what we want. So like, kind of some of the, G2 stuff, like, repaints like Sandstorm and whatnot. So, yeah. That's pretty much it for the jet mode. Now for accessories, well, if you're wondering, wait a minute, well, doesn't he have null rays and stuff? Shouldn't he have more? No, unfortunately, this is his only accessory, and yeah, that's a little bit bugging, and does bug me a bit too, but I'm sure there's like more people out there that are like really bugged by it. Yeah, this is his accessory right here. There's a full, 180 right there. Yeah, it's some random like claw thing. There's like these two red claws. I don't know. Like, honestly, I don't know what this is. It's like a magnet or something. I don't know. I don't work at Hasbro, but nonetheless, it's something interesting. What's funny is it kind of looks like the the little horns or whatever on the Armada Megatron. So hey, there's that callback. If you just want to stuff in there. Yeah, it's a thing that exists. But anyways, so yeah, unfortunately, it does have null rays, so you'll still see his visible hands and arms. That's a little unfortunate, but anyways, in the alt mode, the store's right under the canopy section of the jet, like around the front. As you can see that hole there. You know, store in nice and snug in there. So there you go. There you have Skywarp flying around with some claw magnet thing. I don't know. Oh well, but at least now we know what the reason for this hole was on Starscream, which, by the way, I never paid attention to up until now. Yeah, because when I saw the Skywarp, I'm like, wait a minute, was that hole there before on Starscream? And I checked, and yeah, it was there before. So it's almost like they pre-tooled Starscream in a way, but didn't. Yeah. So yeah, and that does mean that can also fit in Starscream, but yeah, we'll get more into Starscream comparisons in a bit. But yeah, that's not the best weapon choice, and so basically the reason I believe is for that, and yeah, I mean, I actually already know, is because the Legacy Wave 1 core class figures have like this whole like weapon combining gimmick thing. So Hot Rod comes with the sword, and then Iguanus has like some sort of like the mill section of it, and then Skywarp has like the lower half of the hilt. So once combined, it's good, but then it's primarily, you know, a weapon for Hot Rod, because on the Kingdom artwork packaging for that figure, you can see like all three of those weapons stacked up, and yeah, so it's basically just to give Hot Rod a much bigger weapon. Though, you know, if I'm gonna give it to anyone, you know, I don't know who I give it to. It's, I guess, for any of your core class figures, because they are compatible. But yeah, yeah. So basically, Skywarp had to sacrifice his own weapons just so he can give Hot Rod an additional, like, yeah. Not too big on that concept, but hey, it is what it is. I'm not too bugged by it, because, you know, it doesn't like, oh no, like, I don't go insane over some toy, because, you know, it's like, oh no, they didn't do that. It's like, you know, I'm just gonna say, I wish they gave him null raise, because that also gives like an inconsistency to Starscream. Like, it's one thing if it's like, okay, maybe Starscream didn't have it and stuff like that, and this was included. It's like, it would have been nice if they had null raise, but they didn't, so it's like, well, at least there's that. But no, Starscream got to have his null raise, and then Skywarp just had this thing. It makes me wonder what they're gonna do for Thundercracker. Are they gonna give him his null raise? If so, poor Skywarp, he's like the odd one out. But yeah. Hey, the issue could just be solved by not having any null raise on them, or maybe just custom painting null raise. I don't know. But yeah, I'll basically stop talking about that thing, because yeah, it is wasting my time. But yes, that's pretty much it for the jet mode. So anyways, now for comparisons. Here he is with the Earthrise, Voyager, Skywarp, and as you can see, obviously, the Earthrise one is like much larger, but hey, that's not supposed to be. And yeah, you can see Skywarp Senior, Skywarp Junior, not related to Skywarp Junior that I have on Megatron and Nick Fury, which is just the Botshots one. But yeah, anyways, so that's it for the big comparison. Now for the next comparison, here he is with Starscream, Soundwave, and Megatron. So you can see him with his Decepticon buddies right there. And yeah, they all do look pretty nice together. Or wait, am I missing any Decepticons? No. From Core Class, other than, you know, Iguanus, but I have yet to review them, so I'll get right to that ASAP. So that's pretty much it for the comparison. So let's get right down to transformations. So first off, you just want to remove this, and it's like literally the exact same transformation as Starscream. So anyways, you just want to pull up these little tail fin pieces here, and then just want to, or actually wait, before we do that, you just want to untap the arms right there, then rotate them around at the ball joint. It's the forearms, and then next you just want to split open the chest like so. And there's that. Then once you got that, just want to spread that all out, and then next just want to lower down this front section. I'll just kind of untap from here. And then you just want to lift this section back right here so it clicks, and then move the section forward, the silver part, yeah, and then rotate around the head like so, and then once we got that, there's the head part, and then after that, you just want to have this risen up once more, and then just kind of that leaned over, so then we can rotate around this section right here. Then I can lift that back up, and then close the chest up, and then lower back the canopy section. Just fold back the wings, and then split apart the legs, and then finally just want to rotate the tail fin pieces. Like so, you just kind of want to lift that to the side there, and then I'll click all the way to there. So once you have all that done, there you have Legacy Core Class Skywarp in his robot mode. I was gonna say Kingdom, so he's the same Kingdom Core Class because it's like Kingdom Core Class, Kingdom Core Class, you know what I mean. But yeah, and this is my first Legacy Core Class figure review, so yeah, still getting used to things, but yeah. Overall, quite do dig it. Like, it still captures, the essence of Skywarp, and yeah, I do quite dig it. So, yeah. So anyways, let's take a look at the head sculpt right there. And it's, the same as Starscream's, but still quite like it. Of course, got silver for the chest, as well as the orange there. And then purple paint for the forearms, similar to the blue on Starscream's. I do notice that this paint is a lot more sturdy because, like, when you remove, the tabs from the arms, like, the paint doesn't chip. Because the problem with Starscream's, I think I'll show that once I'm transformed in the robot mode for comparison. Like, the blue paint that, unfortunately, like, on, I think it was on the left arm or forearm, and then, like, on that tab, it was, like, chipping the paint. I'm like, ew. But this one, like, seems like it's a little more glass, or maybe that's like actually the plastic this time. I don't know what Hasbro did, but at least they did their homework to it. Unfortunately, no silver paint for the crotch right there, and then no paint for the legs. Similar Starscream, but yeah. So it would have been nice if they painted that in. And of course, you got purple for the feet there and stuff. And the back, pretty nice and clean. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the details. Now for articulation, head does look side to side. It's kind of hard to show off because his head's so tiny. And then the arms do go out about 9 degrees. Then if you move the wing back, the arms can go full 20 degrees. And then the elbows are in bulge joints, so they do bend and kind of move around like a little bit. And then the hands do not rotate whatsoever. No, wrist swivel, I should say. Oh yeah, and the wings you can position however you like. Waist does not swivel. The legs can kick up this far, back that far, and then out that far. And then the knees are in ball joints, and they do bend. It kind of gives a nice little rotation. Oh yeah, and the thighs are also ball joints. And then that's pretty much it for the articulation. Not a whole lot, but hey, it's a $10 core class figure or so. What do you expect? What do you expect? So, yeah, we're all pretty nice. So, obviously, accessories, you got this little thing, pitchfork thing, even though it doesn't look like a pitchfork, because, but yeah, you just attach that in his hand, man, that's, like, super tight. There we go. And, yeah, there we go. It's out of his hand again. And there we go. Yay, Weapon of the Year. The Weapon of the Year award, the Weapon of the Year award 2022 goes to I almost say Kingdom Legacy Core Class Skywarp, and yeah. Again, like, I don't hate it or anything. It's it's like the most unnecessary thing ever. So yeah, Hasbro just could have been lazy and included or no worries, but oh well, it is what it is. So, yeah. Overall, you do quite like how the figure looks. So can't really say too much about it because it's not like an extraordinary big figure or anything. It's, you know, just a little thing. So yeah, but anyways, now for comparison. Here he is with the Voyager Skywarp, so you can see how they look. And of course, we got big Skywarp and little Skywarp. Big Skywarp, little Skywarp. Yeah. So you can see, well, works out there. So yeah, you can definitely tell there's a lot more engineering in the Voyager one, because obviously it's Voyager. And next, here he is with Starscream, Megatron, and Soundwave. So you can see how our Decepticons are looking so far, at least the core class ones. Soundwave. There we go. So there's that. And let me talk about that Starscream thing. As you can see, yeah, I think the paint shipped even when I did my review of him. That was like back in June of last year, yeah. So kind of unfortunate, and yeah. Thankfully, in the other tab, it still looks good. So, you know, but for some reason, this one, you know, it's all shipped out. So, yeah. But hey, it's just a tab. At least it's not like the whole arm or something. So, here's better looking Soundwave. So, yeah, there we have our core class Decepticon so far. And of course, there is Iguanus as well that I have yet to review. So, stay tuned for that so you can see a little more of an updated look at the core class Decepticon. So yeah, there I have the comparisons. So there you guys have my review for the Transformers Legacy core class Skywarp. And yeah, I gotta say, pretty nice retool. Again, as you can see here, I got the pose. He's like, wait a minute, what's going on? How's this gonna help me fight the Autobots? Yeah, but I'll get into that a bit. But overall, yeah, pretty nice retool or redeco. Not retool. If it was retool, then just use the mold. But you know, to like different parts. But nope, nothing new except for the weapon. You know, overall pretty nice. Still, love the mold. After a year later, just very, very nicely done. Probably one of the best small Starscream or Seeker molds, I should say. And let's just hope we get a Thundercracker and. Yeah, and just one more time, yeah, it would have been very nice to have him have his null raise, because, it just looks odd. It's like Starscream's like, hooray, got mine, and then he's got that thing, and it's technically not meant for him, it's more meant for that sword, which, in turn, I don't know what's really for, but, either way, overall, pretty neat little figure, so, yeah, but anyways, guys, make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment, share for more. And comment down below what you guys think of this figure. So, anyways, guys, as always, till all are one.